And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hardwood Inc. I'm your host, Musa Marathi. Today I'm with freshmen from Malden. Actually just got two D1 offers recently, being Coastal Carolina and Eastern Carolina. Nate Wilbourne. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Excited to do this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first question I just want to ask, start us up, is how have you been, bro?
I've been great. Life's been good right now. Just man upstairs blessing me right now. So feeling good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And obviously you just finished up your first year at Malden High. This year was kind of a reset year for y'all. And that was really how I kind of saw it. Obviously, you got guys like Braden over there and Jordan Sullivan. So I just wanted to ask if you would give me like a brief summary of just how the season went, and we could start off there.
It was a huge change going from that big of a school from a charter school.
Yeah.
So like the work, it was just a lot harder. It came in fast for me, but we started off slow, and we were pretty slow the whole year. We started clicking the last parts of the year, but we were really young, so it was learning, building good chemistry. So hopefully we'll be good this year.
No, for sure. And y'all aren't losing anybody really. I know Fred was a senior for y'all, and he gave y'all at least some hustle plays. But I was looking at the averages and everything like that. Like y'all really have everyone coming back to be the mostly. And I was gonna ask.
We have. I think we're only losing two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So y'all got your core coming back, which should be good. I want to ask. So you came from Langston, right?
Yep.
So that's definitely, like you were saying, the transition. I know that's like what y'all have, like 200. How many people at that school?
Like maybe 200, maybe.
Yeah. And you're going to a school with like what, 2,000, over 2,000, 5A?
Yeah, it's probably over that. Mm-hmm.
So I just want to ask, like, what was it like playing against like the 5A talent? Like, I know you guys played Jail Man, Woodmont. I already covered that all season, but just give me your take as being like a freshman. How was it just going in?
Well, I feel like there was a change. There was a switch from just being immature skill set. That was a big thing, but the biggest thing was probably just size and strength. And it was just, you just had to adapt to it. It's different from playing just normal age. But I feel like it was hard, but I got used to it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I want to ask, obviously y'all really didn't have many older guys, but was there anybody on the team that you really kind of showed you the ropes and everything that you kind of looked up to a little bit?
Yeah, I really like I looked up to Fred a lot, just because he was kind of like the glue of our team. He kind of just like, he was like that dad, like father figure. And then I looked up to Braden just because he was like, he's kind of that guy, and I just wanted to just make sure that he knows that I'm with him. And we were rocking through there and try to get some pointers off him. And I listened to Coach McClain a lot. I really like the way he coaches, and I feel like he really made me better this year.
Yeah, I heard Coach McClain will just tell you straight up, like he's not a.
Oh yeah. He don't matter.
Like, yeah, like he won't gloss anything over. He'll let you know.
Yeah.
So Braden told me, actually, when I talked to him, like y'all had one of the toughest schedules in South Carolina this year. I know y'all played Norman twice. Like y'all were playing. They were 5A state champs. I played them. I think I played them in the fall league. But what was it like playing at Norman and just playing them?
Oh, it was from playing every other high school team and then playing Norman and going just seeing everything in there, how big it is. It's just it don't even feel like high school almost. It kind of feels
Yeah,
like you're at a different level, and like it feels the same, but I feel like it doesn't look the same when you're watching because it's just
looks like a college. Looks like
it
a
really does.
university.
I mean, you got a whole jumbotron in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah,
It was yeah.
that's crazy, and especially the amount of senior guards they had. I don't know if you know any of them, but like Sean Lindsay, Terry Leonard, they have some guys. So I mean, just going into that, I saw a few of the plays. Obviously, tough game, but I mean, y'all were able to. What I really want to highlight is because I made a video on y'all like near the end of the season. I was just talking about how y'all probably were gonna be more of like for the future type team, like not really focused on this season as much anymore. And then y'all beat, I think, was it Woodmont and Hillcrest back to back?
Yeah, we went on kind of started kicking right when we played Hillcrest at home, and we started going too late though because it was like our second last game, and then we played Woodmont and ended up beating them too, which both beat us once. So we ended up starting up.
Yeah, that was huge because I mean, and I was even saying like y'all were probably on like maybe a 5-game, 6-game losing streak, and just to at least finish the season off strong, like that will at least build momentum into next season.
Yeah.
I want to ask you just because I don't know all the freshmen. If you would mind me, just giving some names. I know Jason Alvarez, but what's like y'all's bond on that team looking like with the guys in your grade and where you think you guys can go to?
We have a really strong freshman class. I feel like between me, Alvarez, and Jace just being on varsity, and we're gonna. I mean, we played against each other in the AAU and with each other in the AAU, and playing there, we kind of it wasn't. It didn't almost feel like we were freshmen at that point. It felt like we were just part of the team. And we got some freshmen who are coming up in our class too that we think could be really good. But me, Jason, Alvarez, I feel like we really play good.
Yeah, and I mean, I would even say myself and even all the guys I've talked to, like between your freshman and sophomore year, there's gonna be a jump. Like the whole strength aspect and all that. Like you'll come back next year, and like the game will just feel easier. Like everything will just. The pace will become like you'll start having your own pace rather than feeling like you have to adjust to the game. The game will just adjust around you. It almost feels like. I want to ask so you play on Big Shots team, right, for AAU?
Yeah.
What's that? I've never played with them, and I mean I know a few guys that have, but what's that experience like?
Okay, well, it's a lot different because there's not really a local Big Shot team near me, but just I got recruited from them, from playing against them. So we'll practice. Like, it's really hard to practice. So either weekends that we don't have a tournament, either we'll go up to like the closest place to all of us, or most of the time we just practice Friday nights before tournaments. And it's crazy how like you don't know anybody, and then as soon as that tournament hit, everybody just bonds in, and it's just like a family, man. It's crazy, but it's so fun.
Yeah, where are some of the guys from, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we started most of our teams from Knox. Most of them don't play anymore, so we have like 2 from Knox. We got 2 from Charlotte. We got 3 from Charlotte. We got 1 from Boone, North Carolina, and then 1's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and then I think we got 1 from. No, we have 3 from Knox. Yeah. So it's really all spread out.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean that's how the big time teams are though. Like the guys from everywhere.
Yeah.
I want to say though, like, what was your like decision on going to Malden? I mean, obviously when you go to a charter school, it's not like you're zoned for a school, but like, did Coach McLean talk to you, or what was your decision in going to Malden High School?
Well, I was zoned for man, and I knew a lot of people who were going to man, but I knew more coaches at Malden, but I didn't know Coach McLean at the time. I knew our old assistant, Coach Flood, our new assistant now, Coach Owens, and they know me since I was 5th grade, and they really taught me into it. And it really all mattered about Coach McLean. and how I liked him because he's the head.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him coach. I like getting coached hard, and I feel like he would really push me. And then I met him, and he saw me play for Coach McLean.
Word, yeah. No, that's what's up. And I was even gonna ask, like, did any of the guys tell you about, like, obviously when Caleb Bird and Drake Downs were there, like they were the team, like that was the Greenville County team. Like, have you like taught any of them, or have they told you about them?
Yeah, I mean, I went to probably like the last 6 games that they had last year, just because I was still in that process of just seeing how it is, and it was just like the environment there when I went to the home games was crazy. Just watching, I seen Caleb and Drake play from when they was in 9th grade, but they definitely improved because I hadn't seen them in forever. But they got really good, and they really were the team. But it was more than just them at that point. It was a family that they had, and they had crazy chemistry. And yeah, I've heard some stories from a couple of the juniors and seniors.
Yeah, were you there when Caleb had made the shot against Dorman?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, crazy moment.
Crazy.
I was even gonna say, like, that class right there, I see like how y'all are with y'all's like solid group. Like, it was, although they were like Drake and Caleb, they had David Sharir, Reddick. Like they had their core guys, and I think even E went there. Like they were really like that's a bond right there, I would say, for sure.
Yeah, those 5 seniors out of those 6 people, besides Braden that started, were just, you could tell they've been playing for a minute
Together.
Yeah.
Like, I remember they were playing on CPA like since, like you said, freshman year. Like, they've all been playing on like Malden. Like, they were Malden.
Yeah.
So have you played with Alvarez? Did you say you were playing with Alvarez and Jace right now, or not? You haven't played with them since the season?
Nah, I'm not playing with them right now. They're playing with Celtics still.
Got you.
But we play, like, it used to be every tournament we would just play against each other and like easily wreck or potential, and we would go at it. I mean, they were always better than us, but obviously it's a lot different playing with them than playing against them. And I love both of them. They're both fun to play against or play with.
Yeah, and I even wanted to mention, like, because I remember obviously when you used to play with the Warriors with the goggles, you and Thomas back in the day when y'all had y'all little team going. Like, obviously you might remember some of it. What was it like just coming up? Like what was your, like, I guess, entering to basketball like?
Well, I always started off playing church ball and I was whatever. And being my dad, I always wanted to be good at basketball, and I feel like I was never good. Like, looking back at it, I feel like I wasn't good, and I was still a little kid. I feel like I would get nervous and stuff, and I feel like it clicked at a point that I finally actually started playing fine. But just the start, it was the biggest like roller coaster because like the tournaments were so fun, and then I would play good. I'll pray I'll play good, and if it was bad, it was just in the car getting ripped. But it was so fun. I would do it a million times over.
Yeah, and I was even gonna ask, are you and Thomas, like, y'all still talk to each other?
Actually, I haven't talked to him since probably the middle of this Eastside season, but I was actually thinking about it today. They're going to the same tournament we're at this weekend, so it's gonna be good to see him.
Word, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, hopefully he does his thing at Eastside. I was gonna say though, so yeah, there was a certain time, like, when you, obviously I remember because you play in the same organization. You were with the Warriors like up until at least middle school. Like, there was a certain time like I just hadn't seen you. Like, it was like all of middle school after COVID. Like, I feel like I was like, oh, maybe he stopped playing or whatnot, but I was like, no way. And then all of a sudden I just saw you at Malden. I feel like that's when you came back. Obviously, I didn't even know you went to Langston until I think his name's Nathaniel. He goes to Brazier. He had told me that you went there with him. But what was it like playing in like charter middle school? Because I know you can play like sixth grade, but I've never actually I don't know who y'all play.
Yeah, well, we started. It was first going from, elementary school. I don't remember that, but it was separate gender. So pretty much that's all I had to look forward to. That's all. But they would pull you up if you were good enough. So I played all 3 years on the 7, 8 teams. 6 was whatever, but we played like Christchurch, St. Joe's, St. Mary's, all like private schools and charter schools around the area. But it's different. It really is from public.
Yeah. No, I got you, bro. Now we come up to nowadays. I just wanted to ask, you've gotten these 2 high Division I offers in the last week. Like, how were you able? Like, what was your? Did you know the coaches, or how did that come about?
We got really. I don't know either of them. They said they've been watching me, and I've never seen them at the games. Besides, I saw the ECU coach at the game that I got it. But just crazy, just how people it doesn't matter when you plan. If you don't see them, there's always gonna be eyes on them. And that's why you always just gotta play your part. You always gotta perform. I feel like, because you never know who's really watching and who's on the sideline.
True. I was gonna say, so like, how tall are you now? That's what people have been asking me, because I actually wasn't sure.
I'm around 6'2", 6'3" right now.
Okay, but obviously, your dad's like 7 foot, so
Yeah.
Are they predicting, like, what do you think, like, what are they predicting? How tall do you think do they think you're gonna be?
They're predicting 6'6", the number right now. I want to get to 6'5". If I get to 6'5", I think I'll be good.
Yeah.
But they're predicting 6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
That's the height, bro. I mean, already with the length, like me and Todd even be talking, like, if you're over 6'2", like you're able to see over all the defense, and if you can dribble, I mean, like, most guards aren't 6 foot, at least in high school. Obviously, once you get to college, you might see them top being taller, but right now you can use that to your advantage. And you're like, what, a shooting guard or small forward, or you're not a point guard, right?
I'm a point guard.
Oh, you are now.
Yeah, so it's crazy because I just used to be the kid that just sits on the 3-point line and shoots the ball.
Yeah.
But I got in the lab and I just kind of molded into one.
Nah, and even when you were talking about like the whole like roller coaster, just going through it, like the whole mental aspect of basketball, like, obviously when you're a kid, you're just like, your parents put you into it almost. It's like, it's kind of, all right, try this out. We'll see how it goes. And now that you're reaching, and I was even talking about this with Jordan, he was like, once he reached high school and he got the ranking and he started getting the offers, that's when he really, like, he started going for it. Like, he started being self-motivated. And then your confidence also goes up. Like, once you see yourself getting offers and all the rankings come out, that's when the confidence comes. Because without confidence, I swear, basketball, it can just be like, you can have as much God-given talent, but without the confidence, it's like you have no talent almost.
Yeah. Really, like, if there's no confidence there, there's no player.
Yeah, like, I've seen dudes that's why there's guys that are like 5'8", like the guys at FDU, like dudes like 5'8", but he's doing just everything that they beat Purdue. Like, that's confidence right there, and just trusting your work. I want to ask, so before we wrap it up, what player would you compare yourself to? And it doesn't have to be NBA, but if you wanted to be, I at least know him probably.
My coach calls me White John Wall. I don't think it's anywhere close, to be honest. I feel like I'm like almost like, God, this is tough. maybe like Sean Livingston. I don't know, because that's
That's
really where
a
I go. Midi, that's my game.
mm,
But I really don't know. That's tough.
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's Sean Livingston. I ain't never heard that answer, but that's I can see a big guard, big point guard, definitely.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of a guard like a. I feel like I can move better with the ball than him, but he's got that midi in that, and
Yeah,
he's got it on him.
yeah, no, for sure. Midi game, like, because DeMar DeRozan is like a certified two guard, but he does have that midi down pat.
Yeah, for real.
While we're on the topic, since it's the playoffs, I thought I'd just ask, who do you think is winning the NBA Finals?
But I don't know. I think the winner of this Lakers Warriors series is gonna go on to win.
You think so?
My early prediction was Warriors. I think LeBron might be able to get it done. I don't know if it's. I think it's one of those two though.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely that's a good answer. I feel like that's a safe answer. I think the Nuggets. I feel like they've been doubted the whole way through, but I think they can get to the finals. But they're not beating my Celtics. But that's that's all. That's we'll see what happens between that 76ers series.
Yep.
I did forget to ask though. Or I guess I have two questions. Like, first one I just want to ask is, what are your main goals like going into next season, like for school ball?
I feel like I need to just step up as a leader, one, because I feel like I could have been a leader and I just chose not to this year. And I feel like I can really I can do that. And I really want to win. I'm not really worried about stats. I just want to win. So as long as I can just help and win and lead. And I feel like with our young core just being me, Jace Alvarez, and then we got our fast killer Braden. He could put the ball in the hoop, so I think we can do this.
Yeah, I mean, y'all gonna have the chemistry. Y'all been playing together now for what would be 2 years in a row. I can definitely see it. And one thing, spoiler, Justin Bailey had told me when I was talking to him, just because we were talking about leading and how he had to lead at Blue Ridge, obviously, when he was there. Just leading doesn't always have to be speaking, like using words all the time. Like, just like if you're at practice like 30 minutes early, like that's leading right there. Just what you do by your actions. Like if they see you're playing 110% all the time, like they're gonna try and do the same. Obviously, like they're gonna follow what you're doing, especially if you're playing well. Like if you're the best player on the team, they're gonna be trying to do whatever you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So, and then before we go, I just ask like the most basic question: what inspires you to play?
Really, at the start, it was just my dad kind of he got me into it because I always loved it, but his way of motivating me is just talking trash, and I just want to be better than him. I really just want to be better than him, and then to the point where I got so down on myself that it made me work so hard to try to get so much better, and it just memory of just being like not the best and like being so mad at myself and sad at myself at the same time. Just going out in the yard at like 10 o'clock, just want to play. That just kind of makes me. I never want to get back to that position, and I always just want to be good and just play.
Yeah, strive for better. Well, I appreciate you coming on. It seems like you just actually like playing. Like at the end of the day, it seems like you just want to hoop. And
yeah, man.
You're my first freshman. You're the youngest guy I've had on here, and next year you're definitely gonna have an X on your back. Like people are definitely gonna be trying to come at you, especially what they see you doing now. So I know you'll be ready. Just be mentally ready. You're gonna learn so much in the next 3 years, especially at Malden. So, but I definitely I'm rooting for you, bro, and best of luck.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yes, sir.